Just this week, a new book came out about Christopher Watts. It's called The Many Faces of Christopher Watts. The author is Shanann, who wrote the book Letters from Christopher. The book came out just a couple days ago, and I purchased the Kindle version as well as the hardcover book out of courtesy, and I just finished reading the Kindle version. And wow, while there are many things in that book that very well may be true, it is my opinion that some of the book, at least, is comprised of the many rumors and inflated stories that have come to be created over the years about Christopher Watts, and particularly his relationship with Nicole Kessinger. I will be talking more about the contents of Shanann's book. I'm going to be holding a live stream rather soon so we can all talk about it together. But I just want to read one excerpt from her book that offers commentary on several different aspects of the relationship with Chris Watts and Nicole Kessinger and the possible part Nicole Kessinger may have played in this crime, particularly psychologically. She says, NK, Nicole Kessinger, I believe, could sense at times the guilt Christopher was feeling over cheating on his family. So she decided to step up her game. She offered him all sorts of illicit sex, feeling this would pull him toward her, and it worked. Christopher said she would talk about Shanann a lot and ask him all sorts of questions. I believe she was obsessed with Shanann and wanted her life and wanted her home. She did spend time over there, and the belief that she was only there twice is a total lie. About the time Christopher was going to the Carolinas to meet Shanann and the girls, he started to feel less enamored towards Nicole Kessinger. They stopped having sex so often, and he said at one point he was even a little irritated when he wanted to go home for a while and she just wanted to talk about everything. She was afraid to let that happen because he might choose his family. I think the statements in that excerpt from Shanann's book are true, and I absolutely think that Nicole Kessinger was, in fact, obsessed with Shanann Watts, and I think it's possible that she was obsessed with Shanann Watts long before the end of the story.
I'm just like, this is a horrible, horrible thing. Like, how dare you, and people aren't going to understand that. They're going to say, oh, you're the woman that had an affair with this man who took out his whole family. And I take a step back and it's just like, I didn't know. Like, he's so disgusting. I'm so ashamed of him and everything. And I just, oh, those little girls. They're so little. They're so little.
We talked a little bit earlier about getting some help for these things, and we can help provide that.
Okay.
At really no cost. Through the
Well,
state.
we're working. We just want to make sure there's resolution.
Absolutely.
That's why we come to you guys to
Yeah.
pound it down
Hey,
until there's...
Watts actually told her this is a theory that has been held by many for a while, and that is that Christopher Watts met Nicole Kessinger long before June of 2018. That's when they both maintain they met one another at a fireworks event. So here is what Shanann's book says. Christopher told me he met NK at the gym where he worked out. When Shanann had her neck surgery, her parents stayed with them to help them with the children. They were living in the downstairs unfinished basement. That's where Christopher usually worked out. He joined a health club since he couldn't work out while they were living with them. I believe it was then, in 2017, that he met NK. On the evening of July 4th, 2017, Shanann, Christopher, and the girls went to the city fireworks. They were there as a family for the evening of fun and relaxation. He told me that NK came up and said hello and introduced herself to Shanann. I believe she could have been stalking him. I don't think that was a coincidence. My belief is she was fascinated with Shanann. We know she had searched for Shanann on social media sites. It became like a game. I want to take a factual look at what it is Nicole Kessinger actually did see and did know about the Watts family from what we know based on the discovery. But first, there's going to be a little speculation having to do with a day Shanann Watts was making a Facebook Live video. It happened to be Thanksgiving Eve, and some mean faces popped up on the screen, and she wondered what was going on with those mean faces. My name is Kelly, and I'm the creator of the channel Watts the Obsession, a true crime channel that covers more cases than the Watts case, but I definitely started this channel to cover the Watts case. Thank you so much for watching. Please click like and consider subscribing. I appreciate that you are here today watching this video. For people who have been following the Watts case from the beginning or who have started to follow the case recently, the question quickly arises, what did Nicole Kessinger know, and for how long did she know things about Chris Watts and about the Watts family? You may have seen this video of Shanann Watts cooking for Thanksgiving in the end of November in the year 2017. At some point, Shanann says, "So what's with the mean faces?" And I feel really bad for Shanann here. You notice very easily how quickly her demeanor changes, how quickly the tone of the video changes. And you can tell that she is pretty upset by seeing these mean faces. Now, in my opinion, Shanann was a pretty tough cookie. I don't think a few mean faces thrown up on one of her live streams was going to be enough to really throw her off the way these mean faces did. As you continue to watch this video, observe Shanann, and you can tell that she's troubled, that she's deep in thought, and that she's flustered. Many have asked the question, was it Nicole Kessinger who was perving around Shanann Watts' live streams and was throwing up these mean faces while she was presenting a cooking show to her friends and family? What do you think about that? We're going to take a look at the timeline as it's presented in the discovery and compare it with the social media record, the historical record that is left behind from Shanann Watts and others. And you're going to see that we can easily determine what it is Nicole Kessinger most likely or definitely saw as she was trying to take a peek into Chris Watts' life and his family's life. I think it's pretty disturbing. I'd love to know what you guys think. Let's take a look here at Shanann after she realizes someone's throwing up mean faces on her live stream.
What's the mean faces for? That's awesome, Elaine. Chris can't cook. I'm trying to teach him how to cook. Just the basic things. But we're working on that still. I'm gonna go ahead and bake this real quick. I know. I don't know. It's okay. They can do the mean faces.
So the next day, Shanann was live again. It was Thanksgiving Day. She was doing some Thanksgiving cooking with Bella. And someone asks her about the flowers, and she says, oh, it's just something nice that Chris did for me. I like colorful flowers. Well, in all of the hours and hours and hours of Facebook videos that we have been able to watch that give us a glimpse into the Watts life, I don't recall Shanann ever mentioning that Chris has given her flowers. He doesn't seem like a big flower guy. What do you guys think about that? So, in my opinion, there must have been a reason that, Chris ran out and got her those flowers.
Oh, please. Cece, be careful.
Now, when we refer to the discovery documents, we will find that Nicole Kessinger had already been texting the names of both Shanann Watts and Chris Watts prior to this date on Thanksgiving of 2017. Do you think that Nicole Kessinger was watching this family? Do you think it's possible that she was the one who threw up the mean faces? And do you think it's possible that Shanann just had a bad feeling about those mean faces, or that she already suspected that something weird was going on?
I missed something. Thanks. Chris got them for me yesterday for fun. Are you good? Are you doing good, kid? I like colorful flowers. Do you like the flowers?
Since these Thanksgiving Day cooking videos were recorded on November 23rd and 24th of 2017,
Are you ready to go eat some
you might
turkey?
be wondering why anyone would ask if Nicole Kessinger may have been the person who threw up those mean faces on Shanann Watts' live video. Well, we know from the discovery that Nicole Kessinger first searched Chris Watts on August 3rd, 2017. Less than a month later, he searched Shanann Watts on September 1st, 2017. And she again searched Shanann Watts on January 7th, 2018. Long before Watts and Kessinger were supposedly dating. Let's take a look at some of the posts Nicole Kessinger saw when she searched for Chris Watts in August and Shanann in September of 2017.
Kelly thrives. She's just... Yeah, they're building like crazy behind me, Kelly. I'm excited. I have a large local in January. CEOs coming into town. There's going to be 300 plus people in a room. I'm excited to be hosting it with a bunch of incredible leaders. Right, Bells? I think Cece's in the potty. I gotta go. Unless Bella's gonna talk to you. You wanna entertain him, Bella? Hold on. Come in.
These Thanksgiving Day videos were recorded after those first two searches when Kessinger searched for Chris Watts on August 3rd, 2017 and Shanann Watts on September 1st, 2017. And just a little bit before, she searched for Shanann Watts again on January 7th, 2018. The question that has been asked by many is, was it Miss Kessinger who threw up those mean faces on Shanann Watts live that threw Shanann Watts off so much? And by watching Shanann, do you get the sense that she knew something was off, that something was going on, that there was more to those mean faces than just some emojis that were being thrown up on the screen? Now, before you come to a conclusion as an answer to that question, let me give you some more information and some more context. So it was in the August 16th interview with Nicole Kessinger, between Kevin Kobach and Nicole Kessinger, that in the video version of the August 16th interview, at least, Kevin Kobach says that there were another 153 pages of search results of searches conducted by Nicole Kessinger. Now, in addition to the search results that I just mentioned, for which Kessinger searched Chris or Shanann Watts long before the time that Chris Watts and Nicole Kessinger both report they got together, which, according to their reports, was in the middle or end of June. Throughout the discovery, there are sprinkled several different mentionings of Google searches that Nicole Kessinger made.
It'd be pretty cool if she heard
Now,
you.
when you add up
Kelly, you should
those
FaceTime
Google
us later.
searches that are mentioned in the discovery, they absolutely
Anyway, I'm really
positively do
excited about
not
the local
equal
coming in
up
January,
to 153
17th.
pages of search
Playing
results.
in the toilet.
So, what happened to the rest of those search
I washed the
results?
hands in the bathroom, by the way.
Did all of them
What is
have
what? The
nothing to
local
do
issue?
with Chris or Shanann Watts? I simply do not believe that.
Celeste.
And the ones that did have to do with Chris or Shanann Watts, why did they not appear in Discovery, yet other searches,
Better. Are
like
they
the
local
ones I
here,
just
Megan?
mentioned, and the
It's gonna
ones
be
that are
amazing.
sprinkled throughout the Discovery timeline, why did
I'm
those
making mini
searches
cannolis.
get
Then I have a
included
cupcake,
in
a
the
cannoli cupcake I
Discovery?
made.
It seems at
made
times, my
pumpkin
friends,
pie
that
cheesecake
what is
bars.
included in the Discovery documents for this
And
case
what else did I
is
tell her?
arbitrary, haphazard,
Something else.
and at times just makes no sense. Or
Did I make carrots?
do the search results and the other information that's included in Discovery seem so chaotic
Celeste,
because
out of the
law
toilet.
enforcement wanted the information to seem that way? Are they in fact covering something up? What do you guys think?
help.
Please leave a comment below letting us know what you think. We all want to know what you think.